So at the 2023 Xbox Games Showcase, Ubisoft dropped the news that they were working on a game for PlayStation, Xbox and PC. They haven't given us a release date yet, but the early buzz is seriously exciting, and it looks like they're taking the Star Wars video game scene in some cool new directions while keeping the stuff that made the previous games awesome. Now then, as you know, at Ubisoft Forward we got a full gameplay walkthrough of Star Wars Outlaws, and honestly it looks like it could be a Game of the Year contender, and I'm not saying that lightly, especially with a Ubisoft game. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you the top 5 new things that will make Star Wars Outlaws one of the best Star Wars games ever made. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into the video. Now, Star Wars has always had a solid track record of introducing incredible female characters into that epic faraway galaxy. And now Star Wars Outlaws is set to introduce another unforgettable leading lady named Kay Vess. While we haven't witnessed the entirety of Kay's journey just yet, the glimpses we've caught have left us brimming with excitement. It's clear that she's destined to join the ranks of the most iconic female characters in the Star Wars universe. The teaser trailer and gameplay video for Kay Vess have truly amped up our anticipation. We see her fearlessly taking on the formidable Imperial forces, skillfully maneuvering those wicked speeder bikes, and deftly commanding her very own starship. The action-packed visuals promise an exhilarating adventure that we simply can't wait to experience. But what really caught my attention in the trailer was the subtle hint at a major character flaw that Kay possesses: trust issues. It seems that she struggles with placing her faith in others, which undoubtedly will play a crucial role in her personal journey throughout the game. This flaw adds depth and complexity to her character, and I'm eager to see how she grapples with it amidst the challenges she'll face. All in all, Star Wars Outlaws has us hooked with the introduction of Kay Vess. With her promising potential and her place among the remarkable women of the Star Wars universe, I'm eagerly counting down the days until we can immerse ourselves in her captivating story and witness firsthand the thrilling adventures that await. The Star Wars galaxy is no stranger to a bustling criminal underworld. It's filled with shady planets, organised crime syndicates, and corrupt leaders. But you know what? We've barely scratched the surface of that whole scene. Sure, we've had some iconic characters coming from that background, sometimes playing the bad guys, sometimes walking that fine line as anti-heroes, but most of the time we're stuck dealing with specific crime bosses or watching a former crook trying to turn their life around. Now, the Book of Boba Fett gave us a taste of that criminal underworld. But let's be real, one show can only do so much in one setting. That's where Star Wars Outlaws comes in. This game is about to shake things up, and for once, we're stepping outside the usual light side versus dark side force dynamic and venturing into the morally ambiguous grey area in between. According to Ubisoft, Star Wars Outlaws takes place smack dab in the middle between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Now, that is a very interesting choice, and it's a departure from the recent stories that focus on the Jedi's downfall and the Empire's rise. Plus, we might even catch a glimpse of Luke Skywalker with his new lightsaber, and honestly, a little cameo would be exciting to see. Okay, the time frame between those two movies may be relatively short, but it gives us a chance to explore the far, far away galaxy when things are really heating up. And the best part, we get to see it all from a fresh perspective, outside the usual rebellion versus Empire narrative. Star Wars Outlaws is going to open up our eyes to a whole new side of the Star Wars universe, and I can't wait to jump in. Ubisoft have brought in a ton of their know-how from their other game series to make Star Wars Outlaws. They mixed in stealth mechanics that give off a serious Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs vibes, along with some kind of wild gunfights and crazy vehicle chaos you'd find in the classic Far Cry series. I really hope they just don't mess with Kay's safety by throwing in a wanted system that might bring out Darth Vader, you know, because that just won't work out very well. The game does, however, feel like a classic Ubisoft title, but now they're slapping all those mechanics onto the Star Wars universe, and you know what? I like it. Star Wars Outlaws fits right alongside the likes of Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Ghost Recon, and the best part is Ubisoft gets to add their own flavour to the Star Wars universe and explore some fresh new directions that haven't been fully ventured into in other games. It's going to be crazy, and on top of that, they're using their Snowdrop engine, which is one of the best in gaming. I mean, look at the graphics. If you compare this game to their previous titles, even just a couple years ago, the graphical intensity, the movement system, it's all upgraded, and honestly, it looks incredibly good. If they could make an Assassin's Creed game out of this, honestly, it would just be amazing. Now, Ubisoft's recent open world games have been all about the RPG vibe. Well, the demo gameplay for Star Wars Outlaws took it up a notch by putting player choice front and center. In the demo, our protagonist Kay comes face to face with a sketchy crime boss and slimy Imperial officer who's demanding a bribe. Now here's the kicker, Kay gets to decide whether to cough up the credits or just tell him to piss off. Now in the demo, Kay chooses to refuse, and guess what happens? She gets an instant bounty slapped on her head, and it's pretty clear that the choices you make in the game will have a huge impact. I mean, paying the bribe might have made Kay's life a whole lot smoother, but there's no fun in that. Now I'm still not sure how often these choices will pop up or how far reaching their effects will be, but hey, even if they turn out to be small little details, it's awesome to know that we can actually interact with and shape the world around us. So get ready to make some tough calls and see how the galaxy reacts in Star Wars Outlaws, because it's going to be a wild ride. Now of course, Outlaws is getting hyped up as the ultimate open world Star Wars game, obviously non-MMO, and it makes total sense. We've had some cool Star Wars games before like Knights of the Old Republic, but they're always kept us on a tight leash, only letting us wander around small sections of each planet. But now with Star Wars Outlaws, Ubisoft is like, you know what, go off and explore the whole galaxy. You can freely land on planets, take off whenever you like, and zip around in hyperspace. They're really taking space travel to the next level. Now we don't have a full rundown of which planets we'll be able to check out, but we can take some educated guesses, right? So Tatooine, that desert planet, is practically a Star Wars staple, so it has to make an appearance, and with all the sketchy characters lurking around, it's a perfect fit for the game. We might also get a taste of urban, crime-filled worlds like Taris, Nar Shaddaa, Dayu, or maybe even the buzzing metropolis of Coruscant, who knows. One planet though that has been confirmed is Akiva, the water world we saw in the Aftermath novels. But Ubisoft is definitely keeping their lips sealed about what exactly we can expect from that place, so it's going to be a great surprise. So honestly, gear up for an epic adventure in Star Wars Outlaws, where you are the captain of your own galaxy hopping adventure, where the planets are yours to explore, and of course, you can fight in space. What more from a Star Wars game do you want other than lightsabers? We all want a lightsaber. But Star Wars Outlaws is launching in 2024, and honestly, I cannot wait to get my hands on the title and start bringing you guys some more content on it. Let me know in the comments down below what you think so far about Outlaws, and also make sure to smack that like button and subscribe to stay up to date with the latest and greatest Star Wars Outlaws content. Now I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.